Bihan, I must speak with you about urgent ninja stuff. Ah yes, Sector, the ninja whose loyalty to me is absolute. And also Cyrax, who I just noticed is standing there. Yes, I am also here. We both must soon depart on a super secret mission. There's gonna be tons of explosions and blood and stuff. Oh, it's gonna be so epic. But in the meantime, Grandmaster, we leave you under the protection of our apprentices, Nexus and the Cortex.
Hi. Hello.
They are trained in our ninja ways, so their gameplay will be similar but also original. Yes, and in no way are they going to replace us in the series or anything dumb like that. That is an oddly specific description, but thank you for informing me. And perhaps players will grow to love them, like with Frost and Cassie. And also Terra, everyone's favorite trimmer apprentice.
Hi.
Mortal Kombat 1 might actually be cooked. The hate for this game has never been higher, and honestly, it's only gonna get worse from here. And that's because the worst possible thing has finally happened. The commentary channels on YouTube have found out about Cyrax and Sector. That's it, pack it up, there's no recovering from this. It's over, we had a good run, pack it up everybody, work on the sequel, this game's dead. Really quick, full disclosure, I actually do watch many of these channels, and I started all the way back during Comicsgate, which was a very valid movement because I was watching all of my favorite superheroes either die or be forced into early retirement just to be replaced by new characters who were the same except a different race or a different sex, and that's it. And it happened to everybody. Many of you watching might already know this because you're nerds like me, but in case you don't, literally every Avenger and other popular Marvel and DC character at some point got replaced by a character that was deemed more diverse. And most people have no issue with new characters, but the issue is the main characters got replaced. That's always been the issue, and the same thing is happening in Mortal Kombat 1. These are not new characters that work under Cyrax or Sector, these are not their apprentices. No, this is Cyrax and Sector's replacement. That's the issue. You took characters that people already liked, and then you replaced them, essentially. Because yeah, there's still Cyrax and Sector in name, but many other factors have been changed about them that the fans never asked for. And for a long time, it was just you, me, other people watching, the Mortal Kombat community that was talking about this stuff, whether it be on YouTube or on online game forums or on social media. It was mainly just the Mortal Kombat fans and some other people in the fighting game community that were talking about this, but now the commentary community's gotten a hold of it, and as a result it might be game over. I'm exaggerating, but no, the hate is gonna be real. It's gonna skyrocket, and in some ways the outrage is absolutely deserved. I don't think Mortal Kombat 1 is above criticism, and I don't think NetherRealm was smart to make big changes to fan favorite characters like this, especially if it was not asked for by anybody. Most of you watching already know that it's not a huge deal for me because I'm a gameplay first kind of guy, and Cyrax's gameplay looks incredible, like better than ever, and I bet for Sector it's going to be the same thing. So because I care more about gameplay, it's not a huge deal to me. However, I can still understand why this was a really bad decision by NetherRealm, like a really dumb decision. You could have easily made two brand new characters that were also cyborgs and nobody would have cared, so why'd you replace Cyrax and Sector? Now you've brought down the wrath of the commentary channels and they're saying DEI and Sweet Baby Inc. this and that, and it's all terrible, man. Because I debunked the Sweet Baby allegations many months ago. It turns out that company did not work on Mortal Kombat 1, at least according to every credible source I could find. If you go on Sweet Baby Inc. Detected, Mortal Kombat 1 is not a game listed there, and if you go on DEI Detected, the game is not listed there either. So from what I can tell, NetherRealm did not work with any of these consulting diversity inclusion companies to change Cyrax and Sector. All the data I could find says nothing about Sweet Baby Inc. or any other DEI consulting firm. But with that said, if any new information comes up that debunks my debunk, then I'm completely okay with that. I'm okay with the data. Because once again, I don't like the decision to change characters in this way when the fans don't ask for it. So in many ways, I agree with these commentary channels, except when they say Mortal Kombat 1 worked with Sweet Baby Inc. I can't find any data that supports that, so to me, that's just spreading rumors. And I double checked before making this video, even on the DEI website that keeps track of all of this stuff, Mortal Kombat 1 is not listed. So once again, as far as I can tell, they did not work with a consulting company. It seems like this might just be NetherRealm being NetherRealm. They've done this stuff for a while. And even back then, I was not on board with it. Remember in Mortal Kombat 11, when the costume designer said, the lady costumes of past games, they're just not realistic, so we're not gonna put them in. I made 2 whole videos talking about how dumb that was as a decision and why it made zero sense whatsoever. And in fact, the moment I saw this Scarlet costume at the Mortal Kombat 11 event, I was already extremely disappointed. Because even all the way back in Mortal Kombat X, I found it weird that Mileena did not have any kind of costume that referenced Mortal Kombat 9 or even Mortal Kombat 3. The character known for being sexual did not have any sexy costumes. And then on top of that, certain characters were made gay, brand new characters were introduced that were also gay, so NetherRealm's been doing this for a while, long before Sweet Baby Inc. or other consulting firms. And as a result, these changes for Mortal Kombat 1 might just be NetherRealm doing what NetherRealm's done. Once again, I'm a gameplay first kind of guy, so it's not going to end my world, and also, I play video games for fun. It's not my entire culture and lifestyle. I don't center my personality around the video games I enjoy. Which is why for me, it's not the end of the world. Do I find it silly and annoying and a really dumb decision on a business level especially? Yeah. So like on a personal level, I just think it's slightly dumb, but I'm still gonna play the game. However, the businessman in me is like, NetherRealm, why did you do this? And honestly, what kind of bubble do you have to live in to think the fans would get excited about this? To think they'd be more excited to see this instead of the fan favorite characters that have existed for 30 years now. But okay, with all that being said and all that out of the way, I have to mention that some of these commentary channels are getting a bit ridiculous with this, and it's clear they're not actually Mortal Kombat fans. They pretend to be, but yet they get so many details wrong. Like for example, I saw one channel complain that the cyborgs are showing their faces, like, oh, they never showed their faces before. This is classic DEI. They're forced to show their faces a lot in the story mode and during cutscenes because they have to constantly show the audience their race. No, that's not true. For Pete's sake, Mortal Kombat 9 had Cyrax and Sector showing their face for a majority of the game, and in that game the women dressed like this. So yeah, it was definitely not a woke decision. Literally any Mortal Kombat fan who's done their research or just been a fan for at least a decade or two knows that Sector has always been Chinese and Cyrax has always been African. And no, I don't mean African American, and no, I don't mean Jamaican, no, I mean literally African. That has not changed. For some reason in Mortal Kombat 1, Cyrax is from a different African country, but still African. But my point is, I've seen a couple YouTube channels say, oh, African American, so that's already proof they're not a very big Mortal Kombat fan if they don't know that Cyrax is not African American and never has been. And also showing their face has been a normal thing ever since MK9, which came out over like, what, 12 years ago by now? And then once again, as mentioned earlier, some of these commentary channels say that Mortal Kombat 1 worked with Sweet Baby Inc., but that's not been proven. WB did though, on the Sushi Squad game, so I kind of understand where they're coming from, but even so, when you make a YouTube video, you should do a tiny bit of research, I feel, before you actually finalize that video and then post it online for the world to see. And it only takes one Google search, right? You go to Sweet Baby Inc. Detected or DEI Detected and see if Mortal Kombat 1 is listed. No, it's not. Well, okay, there you go. However, don't misunderstand, I still think it is forced diversity to change the sex of Sector and Cyrax for no real reason. The fans didn't want this. But I'm just saying, NetherRealm themselves likely made this decision. There was not a consulting firm involved as of yet. If new data comes up, I'm completely okay with that. I'm not gonna die on this hill. If new data comes out that proves that Sweet Baby Inc. worked on it or some other consulting firm, then I will go, okay, that data proves it. Alrighty, as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. How do you feel about this rising hatred for Mortal Kombat 1, and which side do you fall on? Are you like me and you find it annoying, but you're still gonna play the game because you like the gameplay in Mortal Kombat 1 and you still want to see the series succeed even though the developers do make mistakes every now and then? Is that how you feel, or are you a bit more upset about it and you think this might be your last Mortal Kombat game unless NetherRealm and WB can prove they're never gonna pull these shenanigans ever again? No matter how you feel, I want to know, so make sure to grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. Because like I say in all my videos, I truly do enjoy reading each and every comment, so yes, start typing away. No matter what the case may be, Mortal Kombat 1 is gonna get roasted for a little bit, okay? They're on the spit, they're being turned, the fire's roaring, so this game and the players are gonna get roasted for quite a bit now. And honestly, in many ways it's deserved, but I hope that people go after the game companies and not the creators or the fans of the series. It's not their fault. They're not in control of these decisions, and some of us just want a game that plays fun, and we can be against these choices while still wanting to play the game. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. And on that same note, I don't like when rumors are spread about a game that I enjoy or a person that I like when the evidence actually says the opposite, like with the consulting firms. It's still a dumb dumb decision though, so a lot of the hatred is still justified, or at least the anger. I don't think hatred's the right word, but I understand that people are upset about this change because at the end of the day, it had no real reason to happen. Just make new characters. That's the moral of the story. Nobody's upset when you add new characters as long as they're cool, but when you replace fan favorite characters with a new version and just change a couple things, people don't really like that. We saw it with the comic book industry, then we saw it with the movie industry, and now we're seeing it with the gaming industry. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope that this never happens again because I don't support it, and I don't think many other gamers support it either. But at any rate, thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Despite the somewhat negative topic, I try to make it fun and keep an optimistic expression the entire time. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.